considering doing a natural stone waterfall, probably the single most important part is to select the type of material. I know a lot of people have a certain rock that they just like how it looks, and they think, oh, we want to have a waterfall out of that. A lot of cases that's probably fine, but you have to figure out what the material is, what type of stone it is. There's some sandstone products, at least in the Midwest where we're at, we bring a lot of stone down from Canada and from the UP of Michigan, where there's a lot of sandstone. There's a lot of really soft materials. We had a material here in Michigan that was used for many years we called it grindstone, and it was a really pretty green. And unfortunately, it was a sandstone. It's really sand-based, and weathering and water and freezing and thawing, once that rock came to the surface, and it was quarried but then brought to the surface, when it sat out in the open sun and dried and freeze and thawed, it crumbled. And there were a lot of waterfalls in the past years and stone steps and things that pretty much decayed in front of people's eyes because it's a sandstone product. Some of the other materials are like limestones. Typically, if you get the right limestone, it's going to be fine, but there are some softer limestones that you might want to stay away from. They have really pretty look to them, but they may not be right for a waterfall. It might be perfect for a landscaping wall or a bed, that type of thing, but when you're constantly running chlorinated water over the stone, you have to think about the density of the stone and the material. This particular stone is a Chilton stone, and it has a good resistance to the water chemistry, and that really helps us understand or be able to provide and then help the customer understand longevity. So sandstones, we're going to tend to stay away from those different areas of the country. Obviously there's going to be different types of materials used, but consider what happens with water running over rock for a period of time. I mean, literally millions of years ago, the Grand Canyon was probably a gentle little moving river and is now carved in, is 1 mile deep, 5,280 feet deep at least. And I imagine at one point that surface was fairly flat and the river literally cut into that and created that gorge. Because of moving water, because of water chemistry, it can decay that stone over a period of time. When we're running water over a waterfall, we have to consider that the same way.